is Africa, the dark continent. On the coast, a center of trade and civilization. In the interior, still a world of mystery, still a land of adventure. Across the plains and through the jungles roam the great wild animals, the hunters and the hunted, living and dying by the laws of the jungle that were old when the world was new. This interior is reached only by the rivers which penetrate into the heart of Africa. We follow one river up to the headwaters, to the country of the giant gorilla, largest of the great apes. This is the land of the Okande, a tribe of the upper Congo. In the jungles around their villages lives the gorilla, their ancient enemy. The Okande live in terror, for the gorilla is being led by a king gorilla, the largest they have ever seen. The natives tell in dance the story of this giant of the jungle. The gorillas have raided the village, taken lives. The Okande work themselves into an emotional frenzy and resolve to rid their village of the menace forever. Next morning, the hunters set out into the jungle. Usually the jungle is alive with the sound of living things, but today all is silent along the forest paths. The jungle itself seems to sense the Okande are hunting the king of the gorillas. Carefully, the net, a quarter-mile long and 5 feet high, is strung around the feeding grounds. But it is not known yet whether the strands can hold. There is constant danger that 2 or 3 bulls will hit simultaneously without warning before the net is set. The net is strung, and the herd penned in now. The hunters take up their positions. They don't know the size of the herd. It's impossible to count gorillas in the heavy jungle. Any moment, they'll be trying to break out. Will the net hold if the gorillas charge? There's one of them. Is it the king? The entire gorilla pack senses danger. Gorillas are not supposed to climb trees, but unbelievable as it may seem, they are taking to the treetops. Which one is the king? There he is, trusting his great weight to the thin branches at the top of a forest giant. It's hard to make out a clear view at this distance, but it's obvious he's the largest gorilla the Okande have ever seen. The pack takes to the trees after their king. From the tree branches, the gorillas may now drop over the net and charge the hunters. "60 gorillas and all of them above the ground in the treetops. There's a bull within range. He's making for the net. He's breaking through. If he breaks through, the entire herd will get away. They got him. He's big, but he's not the one they're after. The king is still up there. When a gorilla's screams become high-pitched, it means he's insane with rage. The herd is working closer and closer to the net. If the king comes over, the gorillas will follow, and you cannot run from a gorilla and live. He's working closer to the net. Closer and closer. Their only chance is to wait until he's close enough for a good shot. They've got to get him within the next 2 or 3 minutes, or he will be over the net. Steady now. They got him. Look at the size of him. 800 pounds of steel muscle. 10 feet from fingertip to fingertip. Now the great chest is still. The incredible arms are relaxed. The king is dead. He has died in his own jungle, where he is the king even in death, dwarfing the puny men around him. The Okande have their prize, but the jungle shadows still hold a menace. The herd still lives, and the day may come when they will take vengeance for the death of their king, the killer gorilla.